Hey everyone! A while back, when I got my first Stoicism, it rolled with Spirit of the Star Eater and Spirit of the Eternal Warrior. When this thing is paired with the newest Titan Super, Twilight Arsenal, and a few Void weapons, it can cook bosses! First, let me go over some information about both of the parts. Spirit of the Star Eater gives you a super damage boost based on your Feast of Light stacks, just like the Hunter Exotic Star Eater scales. However, the perk does not share all of its benefits, such as gaining extra super from orb pickups, providing a healing burst, and an overshield upon casting your super. So essentially, Spirit of the Star Eater is a flat 70% super damage boost if you have 6x Feast of Light. Spirit of the Eternal Warrior gives you a 30-second damage boost to weapons that match your super damage type after your super ends. This damage buff is 25%, so it is larger than a normal 3x surge boost that gives 22%. I must also note that these two buffs do not stack. The Eternal Warrior exotic for Titan gives an escalating damage boost to arc weapons upon getting arc final blows. When Fists of Havoc is activated, you gain an overshield, and that same 30-second 25% damage boost when the super ends, but only for arc weapons. In terms of which super to use, there's really only one choice as I mentioned prior, and it's Twilight Arsenal. This is the Titan's newest super, and it is Titan's only one-off ranged super. It also does by far the most damage for a Prismatic Titan super, especially when given the Star Eater buff. This super also applies Weaken to its targets with each axe that lands, which allows it to pair beautifully with Expanding Abyss, which provides an additional 8 to 9% damage increase from the testing that I did, which is also on top of the Weaken debuff. On to the setup that I use. Obviously, I use Prismatic because that's the only way to use the exotic mark. I use Knockout and Consecration for some solid survivability and ad clear, which I pair with Frenzied Blade for more consecrations. And this is the rest of the setup, feel free to pause. And finally, I use whatever void heavy weapon I can that would work best for a specific boss. And in this instance, it's Crown Splitter because it's Crota. Alright, I'm gonna sit back and let the rest of the video play out. Enjoy.